this question a lot. Where do I spend my time? So I made a video not too long ago describing what a day in my life looks like. But you know what? Life happens and it's not all that cut and dry. I do have a schedule that I try to stick to because I treat this like a business. And I know that I showed you guys my whiteboards and my bulletin boards, kind of giving you an outline of, okay, I could be fret-free and know that Monday I focus on my team, Tuesday I focus on my customers, Wednesday I focus on meeting new people and providing more value perhaps on my content through my Facebook or blog. Thursday is more of an admin day. Friday is like a personal development day, brainstorming day, etc. So I break it down that way. But for those of you who are really ready to treat this like a business, I am ready to help you know where to spend your time. Top coaches, people who make six figures plus, people who are in the top 100, okay? They are figuring something out. They are doing something that works. And I want to share it with you because I want to be an open book. So let me start here. Now I'm going to keep it really simple. There are 5 things that I define that I have to do consistently in order to move my business forward. Just 5 things. Now I know that we've heard of the 3 vital behaviors, and that is intertwined and braided into these 5 behaviors that I practice. The first is personal development. And this is in chronological order. It's kind of like I can't do step 2 until I do step 1 because it just doesn't make sense that way. So we're always going to start out with personal development. I spend 10% of my time that I have focused on Beachbody on personal development. That could be reading a powerful book about leadership or about a skill you're trying to sharpen, something about your strength, something that's motivating, joining on team calls, things that will fill you up and sharpen you as the leader that you need to become in order to be the CEO of your business. Step 2 is being a product of the product. Now these do sound familiar because they are the 3 vital behaviors, but I'm telling you, the basics work. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Don't try to overcomplicate it. So step 2 in this process is working out, setting fitness goals, being public about your fitness goals, achieving your fitness goals publicly, posting progress pictures, motivating people that way, drinking Shakeology every single day. Do it. And then talk about the health benefits, talk about your favorite recipes, talk about why you've chosen to invest in Shakeology monthly. Those things resonate with your audience. So be a product of the product because that speaks volumes. Do you see where I'm going with this? You can't have one without the other. You cannot talk to people and start inviting them and talking about Facebook unless you're actually being a product of the product. You're not going to want to be a product of the product unless you're doing personal development. So the third step in this process is what I call attracting. Now, in the concept of in the 3 vital behaviors, this is called inviting, but sometimes that can feel uncomfortable because you think that you have to go out there and spam everybody, or you have to go out there and just ask random strangers if they want to join your challenge group. And honestly, I termed it as attracting because you just need to live out your life and share your experience and share your story and share value. So people are you are a magnet to people. You want to attract people to you. Is there proactivity that needs to be done in order for you to go out there and talk to people? Absolutely. But even so, through those conversations, you're going to be attracting people to you. That might be a little uncomfortable, especially for us introverts out there who really don't want everyone looking at us. You don't have to be center stage all the time, but you are going to have a paradigm shift where you are focused on helping people. And you can't help people unless you are providing value and encouraging them to follow you and to listen to you. So what does attracting mean? I encourage you to spend about 20% of your time on attracting. That's focusing on your social media content. That's focusing on the value that you add through those. That could be recipes, that could be shareable things, that could be posting inspirational quotes, that could be anything. Let's get creative. I think the more creative the better because you're always branching out and meeting new people and meeting new needs. So attracting people to you, to me, is a vital behavior of a top coach. We have to focus on being someone that people want to follow. You have to become that. Step 1, personal development. Step 2, product of the product. Step 3, attracting. Step four, step four is taking all of those people that you're talking to, taking all those people that you're attracting, and funneling them down into a conversation that you can offer them a solution to perhaps a pain point in their life. It's as simple as that. And I don't know if you've ever considered it that way. It's not that you have to go out there and vomit out invitations and have like 14 different paragraphs of how you're going to help them or how Beachbody blah, 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 blah. No. Just attract people to you, engage in new conversations with new people, and then funnel that conversation down to identify whether perhaps a challenge group would meet a need in their life or a coaching opportunity would meet the need in their life. And funneling does take skill. A lot of people have that natural instinct to communicate clearly and to small talk and to catch up and be not uncomfortable. But some of us are uncomfortable with that. But in order to be a top coach, you have got to become an expert in funneling conversations down into what is an invitation. Because you can't invite somebody to join your business unless they know that you're in business and that it's open for them to participate and how it would help them. So I'm encouraging you guys to spend 20% of your time on funneling down those conversations. And the fifth step in a behavior that is a top coach behavior is serving. And I've broken this down into a couple of parts. I break it down into serving yourself, which honestly is going to mean an extension of personal development, which means staying connected to the team. I honestly don't think that you can be this huge, successful Beachbody coach if you think you can do it all on your own, okay? Like, I know that we're leaders here. I know a lot of us are autonomous, but if you want to be in your little silo and do all of this by yourself and not stay connected to a team, you are going to get burned out. It's going to be red flag after red flag, and you're going to stand back and say, I don't understand why I'm exhausted. I don't understand why this is so hard, and everyone else is doing this, but I'm not doing it. You probably need to be teachable. You probably need to remain connected to the team. So you need to be a giver more than a taker. What does that mean? Show up to the team pages you're on, add value, give advice, participate with other people, grow relationships with the other coaches on your team. Okay, like, let's build this community together. Show up on team calls. You can't just be MIA all the time and then show up and ask a question and think, well, why is anyone not caring what I'm saying? Why isn't no one valuing the information and this goal that I have to offer them? Let's be a team player here, okay? Because that is what our team culture is made of. We want to build community, so serve yourself by staying connected. It's a no-brainer, okay? The next part is to serve your customers. And honestly, that's just going to mean providing great experiences for them in your challenge groups, being there for them, helping them work out anything that they would need to as far as customer service or meal planning or nutrition guides. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be their beck and call. That means that you just have to be available to them to provide service and support that as coaches we commit to do. The third part of serving, and my favorite, is serving your team. And that's going to mean helping your new coaches onboard strong, helping them get started right. Now, if you're a new coach and you're thinking, I don't even know how to get started, how am I supposed to start somebody else? That's okay. That's the whole point of where you need to serve yourself and get connected with a team, because then you would realize you don't have to reinvent the wheel. There are so many amazing top resources out there. Like, we have a monthly coach training that starts every single month. I think it'd be quite silly for you to try to reinvent the wheel and do that all on your own when you're a brand new coach, because you might not be ready for that. How about you just plug in? How about you take advantage and share the resources that our team has and make it your own and make it customized, but plug in. Serve your team by providing great team culture, by providing a great thriving environment for growth, by providing encouragement, by providing constant training, by listening to them, by helping them visualize where they want to go with this business. Serve your team. And you guys can see how in my business, I've broken down the time slots of how I spend it. It's not that cut and dry. I'm not OCD. I just know that if I'm spending 90% of my week in personal development and 5% in funneling, that doesn't really add up. Okay, so that's why I broke it down in those percentages, because I know that in order for me to move forward and in order for me to have business focused and income inducing activities, I have to spend the proper amount of time on each area. I have to do things in areas that I might not love. Like, I might not love working out, but I need to. I might love serving my team more than I like attracting people to me, but if I don't attract new people to me, I'm not going to have anyone to serve that next month. So think of it that way. It's definitely a stepping stone, and I think that together we can all work this out, and we'll figure it out one step at a time. And I'm so excited about continuing to develop CEOs, especially for you and our Moxie Crew team. Okay, thanks guys.